Hey everyone, how you doing? My name is Echo, and I hope you're having a great day. We're back with episode 24 of the Minecraft Underground Survival Series. So today, in this video, I have something new to share with you. Now, if you follow me on twitch.tv/ECKOSOLDIER, I did do a very productive live stream the other day. So we were talking a lot about my chest area. In this world, over time, this is just not enough chests. I found myself getting rid of materials rather than storing them elsewhere. So I spent around about 3 hours on a new build. It's not 100% complete, but it is a lot cleaner. It's a lot better. It just makes life so much simpler. So what I've done here in the first 6, I've put stone. And the reason why I put stone, or why we're going to be putting stone inside of these, is because I use my Silk Touch rather than using this. If I use this, it's going to give me cobblestone. If I use this, it's going to give me stone. And as you guys can see in this specific series, I've been using a lot of stone brick. Now, I don't initially plan to take everything from this chest area. I'm still going to use this, but now we have extra storage. And it's just so much easier, and it's so much better. We also have a slight problem, and I need your guys' help. Now, somebody did point this out in the comment section of my last episode. So we have the Honeycomb machine, which works absolutely perfect. It's producing a lot of honeycomb. If we ever need honey blocks or anything... Oh, stairs. If we ever need anything with them, then we're fine. We have a slight situation when it comes to this. Now, what happens, in some cases, the machine will distribute honey bottles. However, in some cases, it's also distributing empty bottles inside of this chest. So, for example, before I start today's episode, we had 20 empty bottles and 9 with honey. So, I need you guys to answer as to why this is happening. Now, somebody was saying we might need to put a comparator on the top, because I think what's happening is when the bees come out, the redstone is updating and it's distributing the bottles anyway, whether they have honey inside of them or not. Now, lucky enough for us, the bees are currently not inside. Sorry, they're currently inside. So, we still touch this and we open this. We've still got the bottles inside of there. I don't mind... Where did the glass... I think it went in here, didn't it? Yeah. I don't mind having to put them back in for now. So, what we're going to do as a temporary solution is I'm going to go and grab myself some stairs, because bees cannot fit through the small gap. Maybe baby bees can, but I know the big bees cannot. So let's grab you. We need to, you know what? We'll just turn some, in fact, yeah, we'll just turn all of these. Got a stone cutter over here. I may as well make use of my materials, right? So we'll turn them into this, and then we will make, I guess we'll just make 4 of these. So this way I can still access without having to break the glass every single time. So we're not going to have to worry about the bees escaping. But this is just a temporary solution until we figure out how to get this problem solved. So for now, if we put... We're going to have to do it like this. Nope, that's not how I want to do it, actually. I want to do it like upside down style. So 1, 2, and if we do it like that. Can I still access? I can't access it, you see. So we're going to have to change it to be like that. So that way I can still jump and access these. So if I need to put the bottles that have somehow ended up inside of here and back of there, we can still do that. But yeah, turns out works really good for honeycomb, doesn't work really good for honey bottles. So we are going to have to breed the cows quite a lot today. Now, believe it or not, guys, I went through, I think around about nearly 15 full stacks of logs making that chest area room, because we needed logs, we needed planks, we needed absolutely everything. Now, obviously, to make an item frame, I never realized how expensive item frames can actually be in Minecraft. I've had to kill so many cows. We're also going to have to be killing some more cows, because we're going to have to repopulate. We're going to be making a new enchantment area. At the end of the chest hallway, I want to build a second enchantment area. Also, we could probably do a little bit of trading with villagers today, because I wouldn't mind getting myself some more. We could get bookcases that way, although it's quite expensive to do it that way. To be totally honest with you, I mean, the other solution is to do it this way, is to just turn all of these into papers like this. and then do it my own way, which is still really expensive to do. So before we do kill the cows, let's make sure we breed them. I mean, I wouldn't say we're in short supply of the cows. I've been making sure these have been well fed, but we had like triple the amount that we have now. I just managed to end up killing them all. So we're just going to make sure we have a couple more cows before we send them to the slaughter one more time. And here's a prime example. This is all the beef that I got from killing the cows over the past so many episodes, so many things. So we do not need to be worrying about paper. So instead of me transferring everything here over there, I've kind of moved things that we have large quantities of. Like, I'm not going to be moving the fish. There's no point. What I've done is I've used the fishing rods inside of here to repair my tools and the bows inside of there to repair my tools. We've still got half a chest there and a couple there. Quite a lot of books, and I've still got a lot inside the AFK fishing machine. I moved large quantities of like stone resources, some gravel, but there's still quite a lot here. There's still a lot of stuff here. I may as well leave it here. There's no point in me fighting with it and spending hours moving all my stuff. I think it's just more for the newer stuff. So I've kind of now got my own area like this as well. This is full. We need to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because we can sell them. We might be able to sell feathers, but what I want to try now is try and sell a couple of things and we get some bookcases that way. I think it'll generally make life a little bit easier. We do have this inside of here as well. So yeah, you can trade 5 of these before the villager will no longer trade with you. I've still got all of these to do. Now we do have the diamonds, so I think we'll do the diamonds today. I'm really not worried about the rest of this because we're not using it. Even the iron, I'm not needing to smelt it. I've already got 53 levels, and until we spend those levels, there's no point. But let's see what these 12 diamonds offer for us. Because I reckon, right, we could end up with like 30 diamonds here if it's very, very kind fortune with, yeah. So this is the efficiency 5 one. So straight away, the first one is 1. The second one is 2. It's not a very good start. Come on. 15, 16, 23, 4. From 12, we basically doubled them. Slightly disappointed though. I thought we could end up with a little bit more than that. They're my eggs chest. How many diamonds have we got now? We're at 50, so we got quite a few. That's not too bad. I could have sworn we definitely had some more leather somewhere though. I feel like I've misplaced my leather somewhere. I probably actually spent it all on item frames. Knowing me. So let's see what villagers are willing to trade. He is one of them. So I will happily... Can't trade any more of that. Is there anybody else? You are happy to trade with me. So I'll trade them. I don't mind trading. You will still happily trade with me. So we'll trade with you too. So good way to get myself some XP. There might be a couple more dudes in here. Who's holding an emerald? You. See, unlike Java, they don't come over to you and they're like, hey, I want to trade. They're a little bit more fussy. There might still be a couple more dudes inside of here. Now, during the daytime on Minecraft Java, the villagers will attend their workstations as a sign of, hey, I've got more things to sell. Would you like to buy? Hey, there you go. He's a nice guy. I don't think I've traded with you yet, also. That'll do me. So it's a way to spend some coal. So eggs. We're on 29. That's not too bad. So eggs. Who wants eggs? I think there's only one dude. One dude who's willing to... There he is. It's you, my dude. Right, let's click on you. So he's the one guy. Like I said, you can do 5 of these until he no longer wants to trade. So that's 34. That's not too bad. I need to also... They want to buy paper. I don't want to sell the paper at the moment because we're going to use that to make our own books. We could start selling some iron. He wants carrots. So I think carrots... There's definitely another dude around here that has a better trade than that, though. It's got to be one of the farmer dudes, so he just wants carrots. Where's the other farmer guys? You want carrots, pumpkins, and he'll even take melons. So carrots, pumpkins, and melons. Do we have a potato dude? Not quite sure, but we'll go and grab some of the crops because I've not sold my crops for a while. So I may as well sell as much as we can. The likes of the pumpkins and the likes of the melons, we'll sell them to him. Also, I always get a comment saying, Echo, please break your crops with fortune. Now, here's a little bit of a tip with this. Breaking carrots and breaking potatoes with fortune works absolutely perfect. However, if you break wheat with fortune, it gives you more seeds than it does wheat. So my advice would to be not to break your wheat with fortune, because you'll end up with a lot of these. And typically we don't really want them, do we? And this one still keeps desaturating. At first, I thought it was because of the wandering trader. Now I'm convinced that's not the reason why. And I've just realized we already have a lot of potatoes. So I'm a little bit worried that we don't have a tater seller buyer. I'm pretty sure we just have a carrot dude. Alright guys, I've got a lot of things on me, so I may as well go and sell these. Now, just to mention, I'm just preparing for the rest of today's episode. What I do want to do, at the end of this hallway, we're going to take this back a little bit more. At the end of it, I'm going to have, online with this, an enchantment area. So we're going to have one at the XP farm, but we're also going to have one here. Saves me having to go down all the time. We're lazy. Now, I've done a lot of my rooms as square. I don't think I'm going to have this one square. I'm going to try and do a little bit of a different design. Well, this is the chest room. I'm quite impressed with it. Obviously, not everything's filled up. We do not need to worry about filling things up. I had to go with the stair design here. This way, we're still able to open this. And I've also gone with the stair design at the top as well. But yeah, it took me a while. A lot of resources later. We actually got it done. Let's go and sell what we can sell to these guys. Although, is it daytime or nighttime now? I think it might be just getting close. The villagers do like to sleep a little bit earlier. It's like a 5 p.m., 6 p.m. nap time for these guys. So we're going to see if they're still awake, because we do have carrots. I got carrots, my boy. Who wants to... Yeah. I thought you would like the carrots, dude. Right, so... Take these. Thing is, though, it doesn't usually want to sell too many. Sell them as well. And the melons. That's all the melons he wants, dude. Anyone else want some melons? Because I got... You. Slow down. He also wants carrots. What a nice guy. Sell these too, right? Nope. You need to rank this guy up a little bit. So I've got carrots that we can still sell and quite a lot of melons. I've got a lot of melons. Is there anybody else that wants to buy my melons? Melons? I feel like I need some reason, right? I feel like we haven't got as many farmers as we probably should down here. You're the clerk. You want rotten flesh. I actually don't got much rotten flesh at this moment. I think that's okay for now. I'm going to let these guys sleep. I've got 56. Let's go and breed the cows one more time. So we've actually got a stack in a bit. I've got 9 here and 12 there. Now, this bookcase won't be as big or as wild as the last one I've done. But let's just make sure we go and breed these guys. I've got 14 left. Again, I'm not worrying about killing them just yet because they're not all fully grown. It'd be a bit silly of me killing all these cows for their leather when we don't really necessarily need to right now. So let's focus on the building a little bit here. So I want to try and make sure we get the design done quite nice. I'm still sticking to Silk Touch. And while we're here, I guess these can go inside of here. So we got the option to make a lot of books and possibly bookcases as well. So in terms of how far back we want to go, right? So we will take this back, and then I'll put down a block, and then we can decide as how center we're gonna have this. Because that from here, I kind of want to expand maybe that way and that way a little bit more. Let's just go with, I'll turn them into this for now, because I'm going to use this as the center block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th. So if we take this one back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that should be 1. It's quite dark in here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we place that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is known as the cutoff point for now. And I guess we could do the exact same going this way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just making sure I get this right from the start. The last thing I want to do is build this. Build it wrong. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then that go in the middle. That's right. So that's what we're going to be working with. So I now need to decide how I want to make the shape for this room. So if we go 1 and 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to go in 1. We're going to go in 1 there, so we have a gap there. And we'll do the exact same on each side here. So 1, 2, in, 1, 2, and in. So these are all going to meet together, you see. 1, 2, in, 1, 2, and in. So we will then take this by 1. We're going to have to do this very, very slowly, because I do not want to mess with the design for this room. And then, how did we say we're going to do this? Oops, that's wrong. That's wrong. Let's use the stone. So I think that goes there, because these are going to start to meet very, very soon. Just make sure I've done this one right. So this one went in. Okay. So one's going to go this way as well. And the same with this one. And then that's that one. So do I want to leave this by 2? Yeah. So that's by 2. Guess we'll do that again. It's a little bit easier if I just take this out. See how I've actually done this room. So that's going to be the center for the chest room. So I think that's right. It might be a little bit more awkward on the other side. There we go. Yeah, that is right. Okay. Sometimes working with angles like this can be a little bit of a pain. So let's just take this down. So just while I'm doing a little bit of mining here, guys, I want to mention what my future plans are for this world. So on episode 30, I want to make sure we kill the Ender Dragon. Now, this episode 24, I think I said. I always lose track of numbers. I'm terrible. So we are going to have to go to the Nether soon. Not entirely sure if I'm going to spend the time doing that on live stream, because obviously the percentage of getting wither skulls can take a little bit of time. There seems to be a lot of ores hidden behind here, though, so that's pretty good. Now, with this, we're going to somehow blend this in here. I don't really know how I'm going to do it. The only other method I could think of is down at the front here, we used wood. I think we could start by using that as well. I just think at the end of this, if we make it slightly different from what we've been building with in this series, I think overall it'll just look a lot better. Now, if there's anything you guys would like me to do specifically in this series, let me know. Is there any specific builds you'd like me to do? I think someone said one of the hardest tasks I'm going to have in this series is getting to the overall stronghold for when we do eventually kill the Ender Dragon. And the reason why is because I remember you guys saying, hey, Echo, it is quite far away. So I'm not entirely sure if it's worth me trying to mine that underground, or we do that via above ground. Now, I'm kind of okay with the room being like this. I know this wall and that wall aren't necessarily even to what's going on around here. I think this is right, though. So that's 2. It's 4, 4. See, I think it's this side that's not quite even. But we could possibly blend this in a little bit. I think we're best off going to get ourselves some logs. Also, the best thing about this, where we're building right now, I'm able to ditch a lot of the blocks inside of here without having to worry about space. I've got that many item frames still available. I can decide where I want to put each block when we kind of get to that point. So in terms of logs, okay, so I did already start preparing this. All right, so what did I do down there? So I think right here is where I put these like that. I kind of want to carry that to about there. Because I still want to use, in this build, these. But it's trying to make it even. And then what I did down here, let's have a quick look from the trees. Okay, the only problem with this is like this little entrance here. It's kind of ruined because we already did this room before I started building this one. It looks a lot better like in here. I mean, I tried to take these out, but it didn't really work that well. I mean, I was gonna be lazy, and then I realized like I don't necessarily need the coal, but it's a non-renewable source. And I know at some point in this series, I will end up using all the coal for whatever crazy reason I'm gonna use it for. Future Echo is gonna be crazy like that. So I've always been told, take the ores, whether you need them or not. So come back and bite you if you don't take them, regardless of how many ores I currently have. I guess the only problem is, does it really matter if I leave this room like this? Maybe one day it will be some kind of secret entrance. And I think, yeah, there's even more in here as well. I'm just a little bit worried because I know directly above us is the river. I don't want to find myself mining into that, but we'll take the rest of these ores anyway. So I nearly missed out on a stack and a half. Past Echo would have left that and just been happy with it, but current Echo is not going to do that in this situation. And you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm even going to be smarter and clean up the gaps that I've left from behind the walls and also inside of the ceilings. We can also do that for now because I haven't figured out. I think the ceiling in this build is going to be one of the things that it's going to struggle with. I'm probably going to do like a tiered ceiling, I think. So we filled these in. I think I need to do one more though because I think that's fine. See, look at this. I would have just left this and filled it in, but right now we don't have mobs spawning behind these. In the future, when they change how mobs work on this version, stuff like this could come back and bite me on the butt. So let's just get this filled in. So I'm probably not going to keep this stone. That's probably going to change, but I think for the sake of this build, this way we can kind of blend it in a little bit more. I'm probably going to expand this area later down the line anyway, but I think we'll go with that. Now my plan is to try and narrow the ceiling. So we're going to have to do something above here, which is going to be the light source. Now, I have used a lot of redstone lamps, and I think I might have some of these spare. So we'll go and double check if we have maybe even one redstone lamp should do this. We do not quite. I guess we can take one of these, right? I don't think it's going to do too much damage for us. We'll take you, and I've also already got one of these as well. I'm not entirely sure if I want to fit this in right now. I'm probably best off not doing that just yet. We are going to need some stairs here, though, so we're going to... Even these, I can move these over as well. Maybe we'll take these as well, so... Yeah, this is where things are going to become a little bit tricky, because on the floor, I used stair. There's a lot of glowstone underneath there. Log, slab, more slabs. I don't know why I used slabs. I think it was just a cheaper resource for me. Now, there's also a bug on this as well, like behind here. You're able to, like that, because that's a stair. It shows you the actual darkness of the block. Meanwhile, I don't think it does it for wood. In fact, is there a way for me to test? If we put this here. Yeah, it looks like it's just a slight bug. It's not really meant to happen. I noticed that when I was building this room. So, I need to somehow... I think we are going to have to make some full blocks here for this to work. So, I think I have some spare in here. I didn't make any, did I? So, if we make... How many is that? 24. This is where things get expensive in this build. Because I don't want the logs to start sticking out. So I need to try and somehow blend the room with these. It's going to be a lot of trial and error, I think. I actually don't think it would have been too much of a concern. So I think we could probably save these for now. Because we can just keep the whole run going on this way. And then just doing it this way. So I kind of enjoyed using... logs in this build. Same with this, can go this way as well. And then it needs to be like this. And then this way. And then 1, 2, back, 1, 2. Is that the same? That is exactly the same. So yeah, I feel like the room is going to be somewhat connected with these two blocks. We need to take these out though, because I used slabs in this. That's where we might need to make a difference. Now, this is where the ceilings... This is where the light's going to go. So I'm going to leave that one dangling down for now, just so I know that's the center of this room. I just realized the one thing I do not have in this room is I do not have a crafting table. So we're going to have to figure out a place to put a crafting table. But we are going to have to make some stairs. 49 of these. And we're also going to have to make some more of these as well. 64. I know I'm wasting it by not using a stone cutter. But I kind of want to have this going like this, I think. But then again, the only problem with me doing this is I feel like I'm ruining the wood design. But actually, no, I think it blends in pretty well. It's actually looking a lot better than I thought it would. So the problem here is I don't know if I want to carry on a design. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then that's going to be like that, you see. So I might... I don't know. I mean, I might just put it to there, and then we can have, like, this as the center. Or maybe I just do it that one, and we could possibly do it that way, because then what I could do is 1, 2, and 3. And this is where we could kind of separate the room. But even with me doing that, that doesn't seem to work very well. So I think it might look a little bit better like this. Come on. Got a little bit more of these to spend. Like that. I think that looks a little bit better. It kind of separates the room very slightly. I know the light's going to be there, and I know it's not going to look very good. Unless... See, this is where the lighting system could ruin it slightly. But again, I don't think it's too much of a worry. It's not really too much of a concern right now. We have used slabs in this build. We haven't really used stairs, so we're going to have to get a couple of slabs. I'm going to be doing a little bit of messing around with this, though. So this is what I went for. I did try with also using stairs that are wooden. It didn't really look that good. I think because the ceiling's very different, this kind of seems to work for me. Again, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the enchantment area down here. I might even just put an enchantment table down here. But I really don't know what I want to do with the enchantment area itself. I don't know if I want to put a bookcase in here. Because putting a bookcase in here, I feel like it's going to ruin the overall room experience. If that makes sense to you guys. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to implement these into the floor as well. So we're going to have to change the floor design. So we can get rid of these now. I was using these pure and simply for standing purposes. I think leading up to this, I think would be totally fine using these. I think it's going to be the same with this as well, with the wooden ones. So I don't want to overcomplicate this. Although it is quite dark in here, we're going to have to figure out a better lighting system. We might have to use some glowstone in the floor, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So this is the stage that we're at right now. I think I kind of like that. It's just simplified. I make things way too complicated, and then what I can do with these is we can carry on the log design, but we can just push the log design going to that block. So do the same here as well. I know it's going to be a small section that's not brilliant, but how many logs have we got? We've got 6. You cannot turn these back, can you? Or can you? No. That's the thing. Once you've made these, they're there for life. I don't like this, though. Yeah, and then we can do the same with this side as well. So I think I've got another stack inside of here. I did harvest the tree farm a lot of times, so it's one thing that we're not too worried about right now. So I've put this in this direction, so we'll do the same with this, and then goes that way. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to put some glowstone in, and then I guess what do we got with these ones? So this one's also gonna be like that, and I think for this we'll just use, again, I'll just use the stone brick. This is gonna change as well, so because this is like a stair design, isn't it? This is where we have to switch between 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2. And then I need to decide what I want them to be. And I think that would probably just work best with these. So I feel like this is going to be really nice to walk into. Now, I still want to do like a potions area and stuff. Now, to make things easier, we're obviously going to do a couple of these just for pure and simple brightness reasons. Although, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have fell inside of there. Same with this one as well. I don't want to miss out on my own materials. Otherwise, we end up making the same things multiple times. Same with this one as well. That goes in there. And I know there's iron there. And I know you guys are going to have a go at me. But I want to get this build done. That's fine. That's fine. We've got one here. And if you guys don't know, I'm on a mission to try and not use any torches in my builds. I've done that wrong. Although I kind of weirdly like that a lot better than having it like full. So that works way better. It's a lot brighter in here. All right, now we need to change the walls. I think I'm just going to go standard stone brick with this, since I've used a lot of stone brick in this build anyway. So I think that'll work best. So this is what I've got. This is what I've got for what I would like to be an enchantment area. But we're going to obviously have to do potions as well. I think this works a lot better. I'm just really happy with this design overall. I think we'll change that though. But what I will do, since we use this, I'm gonna make myself an enchantment table. Just need to clean out my inventory though. We're carrying a lot of garbage. And I think I also want to put some posters inside of here, because I haven't really used posters in much of my build. So I think that's something else we'll also do. And I think for the sake of that, poster in there, poster in there. I think I might make this one like a big one there. Yeah, I think 3 posters would be okay with this. All right, so I need 1 book. We've got an enchantment table, which has been made. I've got 3 posters. Because I think this is going to look way better without having the bookcases there. I have silk touch, so it could always be a case of me doing it when I have silk touch. But if we put that there, we can put this inside of there. Something's right. I think I'm gonna change this up very, 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 very slightly. Now we need to make this like a big one. So I think just temporarily, in order for me to make this like a big one there, we're gonna have to do it like that. Is there no way we can make it like a really large one? I don't think that's gonna work, is it? I guess since we've done the others like 2s, we just do this one 2s as well, right? I've already got that. I don't want the same design. Oh, come on. Come on, Minecraft. Right, we need one more of these, I think. Number 1. Can we change this? How many designs are there? I don't think there's too many designs with this one. There really isn't too many designs. To keep them like that, and I keep that one like that. Maybe behind that we can make an ability to jump through it, but... Oh. See? If I had torches, I would have had to worry there. But I think what I want to do is change this. Not that one, and change this one. And I think I'm going to make them stairs. Do we have sluice stairs? We have 6. I think this is just way better. Because I just don't know how I'm going to do the bookcases. Stairs. I think we must have changed this one as well. Stairs and stairs. The more I think about it, I think we're just going to change this one as well. Duh, duh. And then you can be changed to... Is it number 1 again? Number 1. And 1. And 2. Maybe you guys have some more ideas on what I could do here. But I'm relatively happy with this. There's possibly more I could introduce. Maybe some lanterns or something down here. But I'm really struggling on what I want to do. Because I like the room like pure and simply like this. I think it looks very simplified and definitely new and improved. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please be sure to hit that like button, okay? Just give it a +1. And I'll catch you guys all in the next episode. Because it's on the hunt and on the road to killing the Wither boss. Catch you next time. Bye.